Hey guys, Jason. Coming to you today with a channel suggestion. It's Rick Moore, Sailing Sophisticated Lady. The links to the video that I've chopped up here and put on my little preview, and the link to his channel will be in the description box below. But I've really been enjoying his channel, and anyway, just thought I'd throw it out there as a suggestion. He puts his videos together really well. Got some great scenery. And all around just entertaining. I've really found it a fun channel to watch, and I can't really explain it because you'd think a sailing, I wouldn't have ever thought that I would enjoy a sailing channel this much, but I have really enjoyed his channel. So thought I'd throw it out there. If you guys decide to go check him out, tell him Jason from HardWayFarms sent you. So anyway, guys, take care. Hope you're having a great weekend. See ya. Bye.
Slowly. Yep. In neutral. Right. It's okay. You want one of the stern lines there? Cool. Cool. Perfect. Perfect for me. Give me your line. Tiens, you have line.
Tiens, viens. C'est bon?
If your front line.
For you. Yes.
You're good.
Good.
Welcome to Grenada.
The day didn't start so well. We got up this morning on schedule, started getting systems prepped at 6:30, started the engine 6:45, ready for a 7 p.m. departure. I started it up, engine started up just as good as new, like always. Within 30 seconds, it chuffed to a halt. And I'm like, what the hell was that? It never does that. Unless we're out of diesel fuel or something, but even then I know we just filled up, we got a full tank. I suspected power, I checked the batteries, everything was good there. But the starter wouldn't crank, it wouldn't crank over at all, it would just and lock. I'm like, that can't be good. So I first suspected, well, could we have run out of oil in the last run? Because when we got to the anchorage at Terrell Bay at Carriacou last night, the engine was running fine, it wasn't overheating, no noise, nothing. So I went and checked the oil and I pulled the dipstick out, and the dipstick, there was no oil, it was covered in oily water, like head to toe, it was just saturated. Tested it, tasted it, salt water. The entire engine oil bilge is filled to the top with salt water, and as soon as I started the engine this morning, of course it pumped it up through the system and it water locked the motor just like that. So the motor is effectively seized right now with water. I can't turn it over, I can't do anything. So that's how our day started. Let's hope it improves. It's no fun trying to talk over you. Yeah, you're loud. What's up, Tiki, huh? What's up, Tiki?
Alright, so as you can see, we got all 4 injectors pulled out, disconnected. Those 2 are clean, but look at this one, that's totally covered in emulsified oil and water. This one's about halfway done. Turning pretty easy now. I'm going to give it a quick shot with the starter. Use your hands. Oh shit. Oops. One little half-second shot, look at that.
Oh,
Not good.
It's everywhere.
what we don't do for an engine. Okay, so this time we stuffed a towel in there and just held it down with the injectors so it can still vent, but that should catch any of the gas or anything coming out. So let's give it a try. Yeah, it's working. Okay, I think we're getting there. Alright, at least we don't have a seized motor. So it's spinning, so now we need to just clean off the injectors and put them back together.
So this scene, for some reason, the audio didn't work. We must have pulled the microphone jack when we were cleaning all the oil off the camera, which was not a lot of fun. But you get the general idea. We were pretty excited. We got it started, and even Shascha was so excited she fell off her chair.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but after a job like that, always a cold beer is what's called for. I don't care if it's morning, noon, night. Right now it's about, I think, 1 o'clock, so it's a reasonable time anyway, but that was a fairly stressful situation, actually, and I'm very happy to get it running. As you can tell, the engine is running now. You can hear it in the background, I'm sure. Very happy about that. That's good. Not that I'm afraid to sail without an engine, you know, I've done that many times before. We've had engine problems and you just have to realize you go without it. Today, yeah, you just don't need that headache when 24 hours out there's some kind of storm coming at you, and now you've got 1 day to make it down to your final destination, and that's when your engine water locks? Really? Seriously? I mean, that's nasty. What are you gonna do? But to the rest of you guys, you know, you might be looking at it thinking, wow, take apart my diesel, fix the fuel injection system, and, you know, bleed out the cylinders? How are you going to do that? You got to realize, I know you're just sitting there thinking, yeah, I'd love to just sit there and live another day, you know, what do you call it? I know you guys are living the dream. If I had $1 for every time somebody sent me a comment, said, oh, Rick, just living the dream, right? But I'm telling you, you don't think about it until you really get your head buried in a job like that, and you got to get your, you know, you got to get it figured out. You got to fix it on your own. There is no service companies at sea. Nobody's going to come and fix it for you. You got to have tools on board, parts on board, everything that you need. You got to be your own electrician. You got to be plumber, mechanic, everything. You just got to know, and you have to learn it through experience. Even refrigeration. I have to fix my own refrigeration all the time. That's something that goes, and that can ruin your whole day if all your frozen stuff starts to thaw out. So that's something that I have to take into consideration all the time. And I keep all the service gear for that on board as well. But anyway, I'm not trying to lecture you guys, but just a note, you know, this is just hopefully the last test we're going to have on this part of the trip, and we're going to end up in Grenada in the next little while. We should be about 3 hours before we reach the marina, hopefully. But it's so lucky, it was good timing to get the engine actually running, because as you can see, we are just next to Grenada right now. And we were just behind Grenada, and the wind died, of course. So we were down to about 2 knots. And that's not looking good, you know, because you come below Grenada and then there's going to be no wind once you get behind that high mountain over there. It just dies off completely. Right now our sails are still full, which is great. But most of that is also because we're motoring and we're generating a lot of our own apparent wind. So again, hopefully that's the last test we have today. I'm going to keep checking the engine. I got to keep checking the oil levels to make sure it's not bringing in water. Supposedly it shouldn't bring in any water while the engine's running, because of course the exhaust is pumping the seawater out of the engine. So we just got to remember to shut the seacock off for the water cooling system coming into the boat when we shut the engine off. That's
priority for today. So anyway, on with the adventure. Whew. Cheers for now. Relax and have a beer. Damn.